What about special effects? Well, it's not really a special effects movie, is it? But it might be worth looking at the one special effect that we do have, which is the disappearance. Okay, so when we first see the relationship character, we cut from Jake as their boyfriend talking about their relationship, and as we cut back over, we're expecting to see her reaction, and instead of her reaction, we get the relationship. So that is not really a special effect, is it? But it's a surprise cut. But then at the end, when he's sitting in between them and she says, yes, it's over, the relationship realizes, okay, I'm done for here. And then he disappears. Okay, so that is a special effect. Now, the original plan was to take the middle third of the image, okay, you can take that out, and you substitute the middle third from another image in its place. And with wonders of modern technology, you can't see that you swapped it over. So that was the plan. Then when I got it into the edit, just for now, just because I was piecing it together, I did it differently. And I did a crossfade. Okay, so there's the three of them together. And then if you watch the original, you see him get up and walk out, which we know we're going to cut out. And then there's just two of them left, and then they do their reaction. Stay still, that's fine. You do a couple of seconds on that. And continue.
Whoa.
What I did was actually just cut out that whole section of the film, not part of the frame as had been the original plan, but just get rid of that bit entirely. So there's a bit of time missing, okay? And then you just do a crossfade, which is one button, and the computer basically makes the images fade one into the other, okay? The reason why that shouldn't work is because there's a gap in time between the man and the woman, all right? And they're not going to be able to hold their position perfectly. But what I realized was that the audience is so much noticing the disappearance of the relationship that they're not looking at the other two characters. Okay, if you go back and look at it again, you can see that they sort of move, all right? And if you had a bigger budget and more time, perhaps you'd make a better solution to that. But the thing to learn about it is, what is the audience looking at? Okay, so they're looking at the guy disappearing, so they're not looking at the other two. Now, if you watch it 3-4 times, you think, hang on a minute, that's not very good over there. Okay, and actually being able to judge when the audience is going to be distracted by something and when it isn't is one thing. And there's another thing as well, which is sometimes the audience is not impressed by something, but they can't say why. So they don't consciously think that bit was rubbish or it didn't work because blah, blah, blah. They just think it didn't work, but they don't know what was missing or what isn't right. Okay, so there's three things. Okay, they don't notice and it's fine. They don't know what they've noticed, but they kind of have because they're thinking, oh, that doesn't work. Okay, or they immediately think, yeah, that doesn't work because that's wrong. And being able to know which of those the audience is going to experience can be a bit dicey, and it'd be interesting to know how many of the audience spot that little error at the side in that first or second watch and which of them don't.